So just like for adverse selection of sellers, now we turn to how to solve this problem of adverse selection of buyers. So what can we do? Well, first one, we've already essentially seen this idea. We could try to increase the amount of information that sellers have. After all, adverse selection is a problem of lacking information. If we can increase that information, that could solve this adverse selection problem. So you can see some examples there on the slide. One example is that we can make it mandatory for certain types of information to be revealed to insurers. So as an example, if you smoke, you can be asked by the insurer, do you smoke? And then if you do smoke, you get charged a higher rate. We do this because smokers are more expensive for health insurers because they're more likely to suffer adverse health events, and so insurers would like to charge those people more. Third one on the list is kind of an interesting one. Hotels and car rental companies sometimes refuse to rent to people they would consider high risk, but some of those groups may be a little surprising to you. For car rental companies, it's pretty common to refuse to rent to people who are young and don't have an extensive driving history, and that's simply because they're likely to have an accident, especially when they're driving a car that they're not familiar with. But hotels, you often find that hotels will refuse to rent a room to somebody who lives in town. So you have to, when you rent a hotel room, you have to give some ID, show your driver's license or whatever, and if you are a resident of the town in which the hotel is, you may get denied a room. You might think that sounds weird, but think about the mix of people who live in a town who want to rent a hotel room in that same town. The hotel's really got to start asking themselves, well, why would you want to rent a hotel in town if you live in town? Now, it might be that there's a genuinely good reason for that. Maybe your house is being worked on, you want to move out temporarily. Maybe you have lost your home. Maybe there's been a fire at your home. There's good reasons why you want to be out of your home. But perhaps it's that you want to do something sketchy. Maybe you want to engage in some sort of criminal activity, for example, and you need a location to do that. Because of that sort of reason, hotels might sometimes say, look, if you live in town, you're just too much of a risk for us, so we're not going to rent to you. The necessity of revealing where you live helps those sellers to gain information about you.